I am Cindy Winter, NCFR Conference Consultant. Thank you for agreeing to be a reviewer. This role is very important in ensuring a high-quality NCFR conference. I am going to show you all the steps in the process of reviewing to help you as you begin this important work. If by chance you are reviewing this portion without reviewing the webcast by Karen Myers-Bowman, we encourage you to view that webcast also before you begin reviewing. And it's called Reviewing NCFR Conference Proposals, and it's located at https://www.ncfr.org/events/reviewing-ncfr-conference-proposals. This is also shown in all the written materials too. You will also want to read the 2 attachments to your reviewer assignment email, which provides you with instructions and helpful suggestions on how to review. If you have previously reviewed proposals online, the scoring questions and criteria are the same, but in a different order. There are some additional questions, and the answers to these questions, which are not graded, will help the program committee as it develops the program. And then remember that every proposal, research or practice oriented, has one set of criteria. There are 6 questions to rate the rigor and quality of the proposal. The scale ranges from 1 to 5, resulting in the highest possible total score of 30. The total score of each proposal that you review is not visible to the individual reviewers this year. If you wish to know the total score, keep track of the grades for each question as you score. The total scores of each proposal will be sent to the section chairs, who will compile, compare, and use the data as they determine which proposals will be accepted and as they prepare the program. If the preferred format of one of your proposals is a symposium, you will need to answer one additional question. This question will not be given a numeric score. Please answer this question only if the author specified he or she prefers a symposium format. For all other formats, do not answer that question. If you are reviewing a practitioner literature review proposal, we encourage you to read through specific instructions for these types of proposals on the last page of the reviewer instructions that will be attached to the email that is sent from Oxford Abstracts. If you have questions about the review process, please contact your section chair or me, Cindy Winter. Now, there are several helpful suggestions as you begin your review, and these are included in the written instructions, so please remember to do these. Now, we're going to show replicas of the review screens of the process of reviewing. If you have reviewed in previous years, you will be pleasantly pleased to find the process is much easier. Section chairs will assign 3 reviewers to each proposal. Reviewers will be sent an email from Oxford Abstracts when they are assigned proposals to review. Be sure to include oxfordabstracts.com as a safe sender, because all communications regarding reviewing will be through Oxford Abstracts. The email will give you the URL to the reviewer form right there. And so we click on it, and this is the screen that you will see. Sign in or register. Go down to sign in to register with email. Please be aware that if you submitted a proposal to the conferences in 2018, 19, or 20, or if you reviewed proposals in 2018 or 19, you are already listed in the Oxford database. When you are asked for your password, enter your previous password if you remember it. You will be directed immediately to the submission form to begin submitting your proposal, and we'll see this submission form shortly. If you can't remember the email, then I'm going to put my name in here, Oops. And I'm going to click on Forgot My Password. Okay, so now I put in my email. Okay, and click on Send Me a Reset Email. This is an example of the email you will receive. It says Reset Password. And then you click on the link. You enter your new password. Let's see. Okay. Then you repeat your new password. Let's see. Okay. And say reset. Okay. Then you go immediately. It says your password has been successfully changed. Please sign in above. So then I do this. So, and then my new okay, and log in. If you have never submitted a proposal to NCFR, click on this, and we're not going to go through those steps on the screen, but you'll see this screen, and you're going to say create an account, put in your name, and it'll say create an account, and then you use the email that was received, that was used in the welcome letter to review your assignments. Okay. Then when you're starting, you'll be asked to confirm your email, then asks for your title like Dr., Mr., Ms., or whatever you want to put, your first name, last name, password, and create a password, then confirm your password. And then it'll see cancel or register. Click on register. And then you'll get a message that says this information is reviewed, will be used by your event organizer. It's just showing about privacy policy. You'll then get an email that'll say, thank you for registering with Oxford Abstract. Your username is, and whatever name you created. And then this is the name you gave us. And then again, it'll be whatever name you created. If you have any questions regarding this email, please contact support@oxfordabstracts.com, and it's from the Oxford Abstract. So after you've signed into the database, you'll immediately go to the reviewer form. A split screen with two columns will appear. You'll see that here, first screen, second screen. The left column of your screen shows the proposals you have been assigned to review. And in this, we'll talk about this in a few minutes. And then it lists all the submissions that you've been assigned, okay? And the right column is the letter with reminders and instructions to guide you in scoring each of the proposals. So we want you to read those. So then we're going to say, start reviewing. Oh, I will say one thing about the special reminders. You can read those, but proposals include a variety of foci and session type. The review criteria are the same all across the variations except for symposia, which includes one additional criterion. Information needed to demonstrate a particular criterion can differ slightly in a few instances. This is especially true of interactive workshop proposals. Reviewers should pay close attention to the criteria descriptions to ensure accurate scoring. Now it says the reviewer form applies to all proposals regardless of focus. such as workshop, all types of research, methodological, family life education practice, clinical, pedagogical, and policy. Proposals can be based on qualitative, quantitative, or mixed methods, systematic literature reviews, program, prevention, intervention, or evaluation, policy analysis, or analysis of theoretical, pedagogical, or research methodology. They can also focus on addressing a need, development of ideas or skills, course design, clinical skill demonstration or development, and the session type, interactive workshops, interactive papers, traditional paper, traditional workshop, poster, symposium. We went through those because it's very important that you think about those reviewer form applying to the various things when it goes to scoring accurately for practitioner proposals in that. Okay, so we've gone through the course, so now we start reviewing. And then you'll see 3 screens. The first one shows, again, the number of proposals that are complete. And then, so then the next one that we want you to think about is to do download submissions. And you'll see at the bottom of your screen that your proposal comes right up. And you've already clicked on the first one that you want to review. And it's very, you can just click on it and there is your material. We suggest very strongly printing and comparing all the proposals before scoring so that you have a better idea of how to score each individual and each proposal individually. So now we've gotten the first one up and it says review incomplete. So the first question, and then the other on the right side is everything you're going to need to from the proposal itself to answer questions in the as you score. Okay, so the conflict of interest. Please declare here if you have a conflict of interest in reviewing the proposal, and you are going to email me right away so that another reviewer can be assigned. Now, you do not, if you check this box, then just stop the review. If you don't have a conflict of interest, then you go on to section appropriateness. Is this proposal appropriate to the section? So now we're going to scroll down to the preferred section, and we'll just put anything in right now. Is this proposal appropriate? And we'll say yes in this case. Now, if you do not like the section to which it's been that the submitter wants, then you're going to click in here and we'll just do something like that. Okay, then author's preferred format. And this one is just a dummy one. So let's say the author's preferred format was an interactive paper. And then you look at it, and if you don't agree with it, you could put whatever you wanted, like a poster. Okay, so now we then will start into the questions that have a score. You're going to scroll down and if you need something from now on. Now, questions 1A, 1B, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are all required and must be rated on a scale ranging from 1 to 5. 1 weak, 2 fair, 3 good, 4 very good, 5 excellent. Select your answer from the pull-down menu. Okay, question 1A, the themes and goals of the proposal. This work is based strongly on existing research. So you're going to choose, and we're just doing these randomly. Okay, then we go to question 1B, thesis aims and another thesis aims and goals. This one is the work includes a strong connection to theory or conceptual framework. And again, we'd do that. Okay, then we go to question 2, the methods section of it's the proposal is appropriate with a rigorous approach used. And it's in the description, it says a rigorous approach was used or proposed. For more practice-based or workshop proposal, this section articulates the how-to, such as how an intervention was carried out, what process you'll use to facilitate the workshop, rather than the traditional empirical methods, such as samples and procedures. And this is, of course, important for your interactive and practical workshops. And we'll put this, okay. Then the third question is analysis and preliminary results, contributions and implications section of the proposal. And in the description, it says the proposal has potential to stimulate new knowledge and or innovative practices. Proposals include explicit, strong, novel contributions, such as preliminary results, outcomes of workshops, and implications, such as application of contributions. Workshop proposals do not need to include results, but should address potential contributions and innovations. And the fourth question, the work is sufficiently developed. So rate whether you feel that from the proposal you can tell whether it's far enough along so that they can have a completed presentation before the conference. And okay, then the fifth question, which is again required, and every required question has an asterisk beside it. So the overall impression, is it clearly written, logically organized, and includes references? So there, we're just giving these because these are dummy copies. Okay, now the sixth question is only if it's a symposium. Now in this case, we won't answer this question because we are selecting a different format. But the additional question, it says, are the papers fully integrated, the individual papers within the symposium, fully integrated into the overall topic? And do the papers in the symposium provide a collective contribution? And this is not a graded one, it just goes yes or no. Okay, now the next 3 questions should only be answered if the proposal is practitioner oriented, such as this one. If it was a practice-based, does the proposed presentation include specific practice recommendations? And there again, your answers are yes or no. And the next one is only for proposals that were submitted to the family policy section. And in this case, we did it as an example. And then we would say, does the proposed presentation clearly articulate the policy context and or policy implications? So then I would do that. The third question is additional question for proposals submitted to the family therapy. And they're asking if the proposal includes clinical data. And again, the menu will be either yes or no. Now, this next question is again required. Comments to the author. The authors will see these comments. So it's very important that you write the strengths of the proposal and constructive comments that will help the author as they prepare for presentation. If the proposal was rejected, these comments can help them in future projects. So then you'll put in just your comments. It must be filled out. Then the comments to the section chair is your rationale behind your score, concerns about the proposal, potential strengths, contributions, and so forth. And so then again, then the last question is, are you willing to review proposals next year? And you can do yes or no. Okay, then as you get to the bottom here, you'll notice that it says review complete. There is a check mark and it says saved. So now then you can do the next review and that paper shows up. And then you'll notice on the very left screen, it says dummy submission 1 is checked. That means it's complete. The review is complete. And so you just go on from there. Now, and you can do the second copy and then you can go to the third and so forth. And then at the end, if you are done with everything, you close the review. And that is the end of the questions. We want to thank you for reviewing the proposals that are assigned to you. If you change your mind on a comment or a grade, you can go back into the reviews and change your grades up until March 30th. Remember, the deadline for completing the reviews is March 30th, 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you find you're unable to complete your reviews, please contact your section chair right away so that another reviewer can be found. If the proposal that you are to score is a literature review, please check the written instructions on special instructions for helping to score a practitioner or literature review program proposal in the written instructions attached to your email from Oxford. Scoring a literature review is somewhat different from a research proposal. It is assumed that a literature review is based on research or theory. These instructions will help you as you score questions. Again, thank you for serving as a reviewer. You are very key in ensuring a high quality NCFR conference.